All right, here we go. We are gonna start off this stream by watching a SpongeBob conspiracy theory video. Um, this one is called the evolution theory. Um, I haven't really watched much of this, but I'm kind of excited to see what it's about. I've seen this dude's other SpongeBob conspiracy theories, which are absolutely insane. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to. Hold on, 1 second. I just got demonetized for that. Yo, how's it going? How you doing, man? Nothing, just sitting here chilling. Um, but yeah, my Xbox hasn't been working recently. Like it won't turn on anymore, which is kind of sad because I miss playing MLB The Show. But we are gonna still find ways to stream and everything. So I thought we'd start off by reacting to some stupid videos and then later on talking about some movies or something. But for right now, we're gonna do this. And how are you doing, man? How are you doing? You doing good? Let me just. Nope, my bad. Not doing that. Nope, hold on. Here we go. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the wrong thing. That's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, we are going to be reacting to this video, which
Are the Bikini Bottom citizens the result of nuclear radiation?
We are back. Sorry about that. But yeah, we are going to be reacting to this video right now. So I went to go get me some snacks and stuff so I don't have to go do it later. Yeah, sorry about that. God, these apples are so good. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump right into this.
Are the Bikini Bottom citizens the result of nuclear radiation? Who is Pearl's mother?
Good question.
What is the Krabby Patty's secret formula? These are by far the 3 biggest questions in the show SpongeBob SquarePants, and today I'm going to be answering all 3 of them and more with just one theory. Get
One
ready
theory
for the darkest
connecting
SpongeBob
all those.
conspiracy
There's no
you'll ever
way,
see.
dude.
This is the evolution theory.
There's no way. By the way, I'm drinking some
We're back
almond milk
with
right now.
another SpongeBob conspiracy.
Another
Guess I'm
one.
the SpongeBob guy now. That's all I make. You guys sure love these SpongeBob theories.
Alex Bale out with another video. The makers of SpongeBob interfere to put in their own message to brainwash you people. Squilliam
What?
sends the doctor in. He's not really a doctor. He's just trying to infiltrate that little round thing on his head there. Oh my God. Thank God for Alex Bale. Look at that. He's helping me prove my point. You know what? That is awesome.
Maybe some of you love them a little too much. You know, I
Right.
got other videos, right? I make films and stuff too. Anyone want to watch those? Anyways, by far the most popular SpongeBob theory out there is the Bikini Atoll nuclear radiation theory. It's pretty
Dude,
simple.
I've heard
It's
this
been
one
confirmed
before,
that
actually.
Bikini Bottom is actually beneath a real-life place called Bikini Atoll. From 1946 to 1958, the United States did nuclear tests there, devastating the area and leaving it radioactive even to this day. The theory states that the reason why the citizens of Bikini Bottom can talk and have formed advanced societies is because of mutations caused by these nuclear tests. And that's about the whole theory. Even
Yeah,
though there's
I've heard
tons
that
and
one
tons
before.
of videos about it, none of them actually go in depth with it or really look through the show for evidence. But y'all know that if Alex Bale is making a
Dude,
theory
this
on
dude
it, then
goes
it's not going to be
deep
some
into
baby
some
surface
theories,
level
man.
analysis. I will watch
SpongeBob
every
the
single
goat.
episode of SpongeBob.
The older
I will
seasons
read
are-
every
the
page of the goddamn Wikipedia.
seasons
If I'm
after
making a
the
theory on
movie
it, then you guys know
kinda
it's
went
gonna be good.
downhill.
And once I really started looking into this theory,
That's my
I
opinion.
realized that there is so much more here than anyone thinks. Get ready, because today we're going to be solving the biggest mysteries in the history of SpongeBob SquarePants and changing the way you look at the entire show. So without further ado, let's begin the theory.
There's no way this dude can do all
In
these
order to
questions
find out
into
whether the
one
Bikini
theory.
Atoll
There's
theory
no
is
way.
true, we first have to determine whether fish talking and being so intelligent is unique to Bikini Bottom, or if that's just the way the SpongeBob universe works. You know, it could just be that all animals in this world are able to talk, and that's completely normal because at the end of the day, SpongeBob is still just a cartoon. Well, if we take a look at
That
Season
is
10,
true.
Episode 10, Feral Friends, we get a bit of a hint about how the SpongeBob world works. In this episode, a green moon appears and transforms all the characters into less cartoony, real-life versions of themselves.
Okay, I have not seen this episode.
Just like in
This
real
must
life,
be a
they
newer
can't
one.
talk and end up trying to eat each other. The French narrator is watching all this unfold, and he says this very important line.
I have been monitoring the behavior of the green moon all day. It is called Neptune's moon. Every
Neptune's
100
moon.
years, it de-evolves everyone in Bikini Bottom into primal fish.
Every 100 years, it de-evolves everyone in Bikini Bottom into primal fish. So this implies that the characters in Bikini Bottom are more evolved and were once like these primal fish. But this
Yeah,
doesn't prove
okay.
that the evolution only exists in Bikini Bottom. It could still be a worldwide phenomenon. Remember that bonus DVD clip I found in my television theory? It was about humans studying fish
That's
in
a good
Bikini
video that
Bottom
that dude
because
made.
of their intelligence.
Land-loving scientists have tried to learn the secrets of intelligence. Their studies led them to the sea, where the citizens of one undersea colony demonstrated a
Dude, this
genius
dude just
so
goes
enormous,
deep into
the
some
scientists felt
SpongeBob
compelled
theories,
to record
man.
their actions for
It's
use in
great.
teaching mankind how to live better.
This makes it sound an awful lot like the fish in Bikini Bottom actually are uniquely evolved and it's not some worldwide phase. Then, in the SpongeBob 20-year anniversary
20-year
special,
oh, that
SpongeBob's
hurts.
Big Birthday Blowout, we get a
That
major
hurts.
piece of evidence for this theory. SpongeBob and Patrick take a tour of the surface world and eventually go to a fish store and see some very realistic,
Yeah, see, I
less
haven't seen
evolved
this
fish.
episode either. See, these are all newer episodes that I have not seen so
What
far.
kind of monsters would want to keep fish folk in jail like this?
they're so beautiful.
They
That
can't
is
talk
clearly
back
a
to
CG
SpongeBob and
fish.
Patrick, and they're actually able to swim freely through the water instead of being affected by gravity. They are clearly showing us that both evolved and primitive fish exist in this universe at the same time. Now, sometimes we've seen Bikini Bottom characters represented as realistic fish like this, but only when they're out of water, never while they're still in water like these fish. We even see this again in the beginning of the third SpongeBob movie,
I did not
Sponge
like
on
that
the Run.
movie.
The movie opens with a coral reef full of these realistic primal fish, but eventually we get to Bikini Bottom where the more evolved fish live. So there you go, direct proof that the citizens of Bikini Bottom are uniquely evolved. This is a very deliberate world building
Direct
choice
proof.
for the creators to make. So I guess that kind of confirms the Bikini Atoll theory. Theory confirmed! We did it! Woo! Well, let's hold on for a second. As much as I'd love to call this theory complete, there's actually one major piece of evidence that gives me some resistance.
Wait.
Something I've never seen anyone else bring up when talking about this theory. Prehistoric Bikini Bottom. We've seen episodes like UGG
Yeah,
or SB129
I forgot about
show
that,
Bikini
dude.
Bottom millions of years in the past, but we still see evolved versions of SpongeBob and Patrick. Sure, they may not be super intelligent or advanced, but they're still clearly way more evolved than the primitive, realistic versions we see in Feral Friends or in the fish store. So,
Yeah,
how are we
okay.
seeing these evolutions millions of years before the Bikini Atoll tests? Well, unfortunately, I think the only conclusion is that the Bikini Atoll theory just isn't true.
No,
I mean, clearly
come on
something
now,
has
man.
caused
That's such a
Bikini
good
Bottom
theory,
citizens
though.
to be uniquely evolved. There's no
Such a
denying
good
that.
theory.
But whatever caused it took place millions of years ago and couldn't have been the Bikini Atoll nuclear tests. Then,
Dang.
what really caused the evolution? In the entire show, the only thing we've seen that directly affects the evolution of characters is the Green Moon and Feral Friends.
Yeah, see, I still haven't seen it.
Except the French narrator specifically calls it Neptune's moon,
It is called Neptune's moon.
named
Okay.
after the ruler of the seven seas, King Neptune. King
Obviously.
Neptune is a character who's been around since the beginning of the sea. He's a character who the Bikini Bottom citizens view as their god, and he's a character who has the ability to change fish into other forms.
The movie's... The
King
first movie's
Neptune
good.
used his magic to turn the fish of the sea into more evolved subjects for him to rule over. He's the one who's been behind it all this time. Now, I could spend this entire video
Bro.
talking about King Neptune and his weird continuity and contradictions in the show, but I'll save that for another video.
Yeah, there's
What
a
I'd
lot
much
of
rather
differences
talk about
between him
are
and
the
the show.
implications of having evolved and primitive fish coexisting in the sea. Now, we know that this evolution isn't specific to just Bikini Bottom. We've seen different cities and places far across the ocean that still have talking fish, which makes sense because the marine life in Bikini Bottom has evolved to resemble humans, so it's no surprise that just like humans, they've expanded beyond Bikini Bottom and colonized other areas of the sea. But now, I have an interesting question for you. What is the relationship between evolved fish and primitive unevolved fish? Well, they probably just
Well, I mean, if
peacefully
they-
coexist in the sea without bothering each other. You know, just like
Well, yeah, if they coexist, of course they're gonna hopefully be peaceful with it, right? I mean, right? I mean, I don't think there was like a war. No. Don't tell me he could go off and say that there was a war between primitive and evolved fish. Come on now, dude. Come on now.
like real life humans and animals. Wait a second.
Dude, no way.
People are not asking the right
There's an
questions.
ad.
They're not asking the right questions because they kind of think they already know the answer.
There's no
In
way,
season 3,
dude.
episode 10, the Krusty Krab training video, there is this hilarious, absurd moment when they're talking about Mr. Krabs.
After the war, Krabs stayed
After-
secluded in a deep depression that seemed endless.
Like, what war happened in Bikini Bottom? They
That's
just
what I'm
tell us
saying,
this and then
dude. What
completely
war
drop it.
happened?
But with this new context, is it possible that Krabs fought in a war against these primitive, wild fish of the sea? I mean, let's remember in Feral Friends, some of those de-evolved fish were massive compared to the evolved fish, and they immediately started attacking each other.
The battle for the survival of the fittest rages on in the animal kingdom.
So yeah, in order for the Bikini Bottom citizens to survive and expand, they would probably break into some kind of of war. And from the sounds of it,
Dang.
this war must have been pretty brutal to put Mr. Krabs into such a deep depression. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Is there actually any evidence that proves the war Mr. Krabs fought in was specifically this evolutionary war? Well, through the few flashbacks we get, we know that Mr. Krabs served in the Navy. And yes,
Yeah.
they were sailing ships on an ocean even though they're already underwater. This is actually a real life phenomenon where certain parts of the sea can have a higher level of salinity and it looks like an underwater ocean. Shout out Miss Parks, my high school marine biology teacher. We also know from maps of Bikini
At
Bottom
least he
that the
learned
town
something
is
in high
surrounded
school.
by this underwater ocean. So that places Mr. Krabs' war outside of Bikini Bottom where this evolutionary war would have to take place. Then if we
Dang,
take a look
Goo
at Mr.
Lagoon's
Krabs' home, we see
way
it is
bigger than
full
I
of
thought it
memorabilia
was.
from his past days in the Navy. But hidden within here is something that will absolutely blow your mind and answer one of the biggest questions in the show. Hanging there on his wall is a picture of a massive whale next to a ship. You don't think that could be... No, it can't be. Pearl's mother?
What? What is this dude talking about? What the heck? There's no way that this is legit right now. Like, I know it's a theory, but this dude is like coming in with some hard facts. Dude, that's insane. And I just now realized my Silk almond milk is in the shot. That's great. But bro, I swear, if somehow he, I don't even know, dude. This is weird. But okay, let's go back.
Pearl is
Jesus
Mr. Krabs' whale
Christ.
daughter. The show never really explains how a crab can be the father of a whale, but most people just assume she was adopted. People
That's
have
what
been
I
speculating about who Pearl's biological mother is for years, and I think we finally just found our answer. We see 2 photos of this whale on a ship in Season 3, Episode 9, just 1 episode before we find out Mr. Krabs fought in a war.
Okay,
Since this
yeah.
is among all of Mr. Krabs' Navy stuff, I think we can assume that this is something he encountered and not just some random picture of a whale on a ship above the ocean.
Well, I mean,
the
it could
whale
just
is
be a-
massive compared to the ship. We've seen adult whales in Bikini Bottom before, but they are nothing compared to the size of this whale.
Nah,
this
this
has
is-
a much closer resemblance to Pearl when she de-evolved in Feral Friends and became massive. So this has to be an unevolved primitive
Dude.
whale, and the picture clearly shows them fighting. Not only does this prove that there was a war between evolved and primitive fish, but Mr. Krabs definitely fought in it. But
Jesus.
this also implies something very dark. Mr. Krabs killed Pearl's mother.
What? Dude, no way. This dude came up with this on his own. There's no way. This is too insane for one person to come up with. Who sits there and is like, "Hey, there's a picture of a whale on Mr. Krabs' wall, right? Wait a minute. He has a whale daughter. Put those together. He killed her. What? Come on now. Come on. Come on.
The only direct reference we get in the show to Pearl's mother is one of Mr. Krabs' many sayings, Mother of Pearl.
Mother of Pearl! Mother of Pearl! Holy Mother of Pearl!
I don't think
He
that that's
uses
just
it
a
in places
saying,
something
isn't it?
like holy crap or dear God, only saying it when something truly shocking or terrible happens, because he knows the terrible thing that happened to Pearl's mother. Why did Mr. Krabs go into such a deep depression after the war? Because he's haunted by what he's done, and the smoking harpoon to prove it is right there on his wall. So, that leaves us with an important question. Why did he adopt Pearl? After he killed her mother, he probably realized she had an infant daughter who had the evolutionary genes. Instead of leaving her to die, he adopted her as his own, all while keeping the dark secret that he was responsible for her mother's death. Woo! Childhood ruined yet? Well, don't worry, there's still time for this theory to get even worse.
How
Now's
does
your
it
chance
get
to remove
even
yourself
worse?
Before things get really dark.
Dude, how does it get worse than this?
Still here? Okay, so here's a fun question. What's the
Okay.
deal with all the pets in Bikini Bottom? How come
I
those
don't
fish
know.
are basically humans, but a snail or a worm acts like a pet? Well, just like humans have domesticated
yeah,
wild
it's
animals, it should be no
domesticated
surprise that
animal.
evolved fish have domesticated primitive fish as pets. Unlike the massive primitive fish that the Bikini Bottom citizens had to go to war with, there's also smaller primitive fish like jellyfish, snails, spirit worms, seahorses, and clams that the Bikini Bottom citizens were able to form a symbiotic relationship with.
Yeah,
Aw,
okay.
and I thought you said this was gonna be the dark part, Alex. They're living peacefully together. That's nice.
That is nice.
Okay, you got me. Here's another fun question. Where
Okay.
do the citizens of Bikini Bottom get their food? I mean, sure, some of it is plant-based, but there sure does seem to be an awful lot of meat-based food under the sea. I think you know where I'm going with this. The Bikini Bottom citizens eat primitive fish. Haha, it's not cannibalism if they're less evolved than you, right?
What?
There's no moral dilemma there. In Season 3, Episode 13, we see direct proof of this when the characters go fishing for primitive clams. This is something completely normal in this world. And then there's the chum bucket,
Dude,
which sells chum. Chum is literally just ground up fish. The
Jesus.
show isn't even hiding this. Now, we don't really see too much of the meat harvesting side of Bikini Bottom, and I'm not surprised they're keeping it on the DL, you know, with the whole cannibalism thing, but there is one secret to making food that is kept more secret than anything in Bikini Bottom. The best kept secret in the entire show.
The
You already
Krabby
know what I'm
Patty
gonna say,
formula.
the Krabby Patty secret formula.
When there's a big war going on somewhere in the universe, that always reflects on the markets.
Throughout the show, there's been lots of contradictory evidence about the Krabby Patty secret formula. In Season 4, Episode 7, Mr. Krabs says it's an old family recipe.
Your mother knows the Krabby Patty formula? Of
course.
she does.
Oh.
It's an old Krabs family recipe.
But in Season 5, Episode 1, apparently Mr. Krabs discovered it on his own by accidentally mixing random ingredients together.
okay. Already contradicting themselves.
I've done it. I discovered the perfect patty batter.
Sometimes it's a secret formula, sometimes it's a book, sometimes it's a secret sauce, and any glimpse we get of the formula is just random nonsense. There
Okay,
is
yeah.
a ton of contradictory evidence out there, but I think this might all be intentional. In order to throw people
Really?
off, Mr. Krabs has spread misinformation about the Krabby Patty formula. In fact, he's already done this in Season 3, Episode 18 by hiding a fake formula for Plankton to find that says he's the secret ingredient.
Mixed together with the most important
remember that.
ingredient of all. 4 heaping pounds of freshly ground plankton.
I remember that.
And the contradictions
funny.
aren't just inside the show. Even one of the SpongeBob crew members once said that Krabby Patties are vegetarian and contain no meat. But I've always been a little suspicious
No
about
meat.
what the creators say. They've also said that they're not allowed to show fish as food, except they clearly do with chum, clam fishing, and all the many, many gags where fish turn into food. It's almost like they're not allowed by Nickelodeon to publicly acknowledge this because that could create a controversy, but they could still sneak this dark secret into the show. So, what is the true secret ingredient? Where does the meat really come from? It's strange, we never really see Mr. Krabs get the meat delivered, or at least go out himself to get it. It's almost like he has all the meat he needs stockpiled somewhere. What primitive meat can Mr. Krabs have access to? Maybe he's been holding on to something from the war. What?
This dude. Jesus Christ. Is he gonna say whale meat? Bro, I swear. I swear.
Primitive meat can Mr. Krabs have access to? Maybe he's been holding on to something from the war. What could Mr. Krabs have killed during the war that he doesn't want anyone to find out about? Something big enough to supply him with meat for years without needing more. What could that be? You really gonna make me say it? Mr. Krabs is using Pearl's dead mother's carcass to make Krabby Patties. Woo! We did it! Yeah, we solved the mystery! We did
Jesus.
it! I'm so glad. Season 1, Episode 15, Sleepy Time. Mr. Krabs has a dream that he's on a boat fishing for a massive dollar.
I remember
This
that
is his
episode.
memory of killing Pearl's mother, except now all he sees her as is money. And take a guess what name he calls the dollar.
What you doing, Mr. Krabs?
I'm picking Neptune's bucket.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about cold, hard flipping cash. It's the mighty Moby Dollar!
Moby Dollar, a direct reference to Moby Dick, a story about hunting a whale. Are you kidding me? And that
Jesus.
is the evolution theory. I warned you guys this would
This
be a
dude's-
dark one. The Bikini Atoll theory, King Neptune, Pearl's mother, the Krabby Patty formula, we hit everything in this theory. Even if you don't agree with all of it, you gotta admit a lot of this makes sense.
It does make a lot of it does make sense. Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy. That's insane, dude. Jesus. How much time does this dude have on his hands to actually sit here, do large amounts of research, and still come up with these theories, man? I don't know. That's a lot. You gotta go through a lot of episodes and you gotta read a lot of stuff on the show, which is insane. That's cool, though. It's cool that he does that. Let's see. What else we got here? You have any suggestions of what I should react to or not? It's gotta be something that has no copyright in it. God. How about the cheapest baseball bat on Wish? I want to see this, actually.
3 years ago, some of us woke up with a power. I can sense that there's submission.
Welcome back! It's been a couple weeks, I think. We're at a baseball field because it is still baseball season.
Oh, wait,
I don't
my
care
bad.
what you think. You think it's football season, basketball season, soccer season. It's baseball season all year round. Now you might be
Heck yeah.
thinking, why do you have a tumor sticking out the side of your leg? Today we're gonna do a little science experiment. I went on the old computer and I typed in wish.com and I looked for the cheapest
I'm gonna just
baseball
go ahead
bat
and
I
watch
could
this,
find.
man.
And
I
this
don't
is
know.
what I came up with. Bat. I
Bat?
think this was like 10 bucks. I know I didn't do an unboxing, but I have barely touched this thing. It came like this with that. With
Ugh.
that, like what is this? What is that? With this.
Came damaged.
There's little dents. There's electrical tape. Of course, it's made in China. Shanwu. Oh, it's so light. Oh, like this right here. This is a solid, insane baseball bat.
Oh, it's a Cat 9.
I definitely just dented the bat. Look at the barrel size. Like, we got freaking anorexic man over here versus thick boy. That's gonna be our science experiment today. We're gonna see how good a $10 baseball bat off of wish.com can be. It's literally the name. It's
This
literally
is a bat.
That's when you know
That's
it's
funny.
That's when you know it's bad. Let's jump right into it.
It's when you know it's amazing. Ooh,
But
transition.
before we start, we have a sponsor to this video.
Uh-oh.
Many of you probably already know of Plate Crate. Plate Crate is an absolutely insane company. It is a monthly baseball subscription box. You just order it every month and
Oh, that's
bada bing,
cool.
bada boom. Christmas. It's your birthday. Boom. You get a Plate Crate and there's baseball stuff. Literally like
Okay, here we go.
next with this one real quick, just so you see the difference, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a huge difference.
Oh.
I haven't swung in a long time. All right, here we go. Watch this.
Ah, he hit it
That
over.
was-
That's
crazy.
actually really cool.
I barely even swung.
Barely even swung. Dude, you got like a T-ball field. Dang, he hit the tree though. That's pretty far.
Last one. I'm going to clobber this one. See that building over there?
That's a weird place to have a building, to be honest. Ah, well, of course it cut to an ad, dude. I want to see if he hits it. Nah.
It's close enough. Okay. Oh my goodness. Going from that bat to this bat. We're gonna have to start off with a couple tennis balls, and we'll see how far we can hit them. But I
Tennis
really
balls.
don't know what to expect, other than it'll probably be dead by the end of the day. But oh, listen to that.
Dude, you can tell that one's light.
$10 wish bat. Here we go. First swing. Oh. Yeah, take one for the team. Oh yeah. It's so skinny I can't even. Oh man.
That thing sounds hollow.
That was a rocket. yeah! We might get a tennis ball out with this. Oh! Roller to the fence. Oh my goodness! No way!
That's over. Nope. Barely.
Oh, so close.
He's trying, dude.
Yes,
Yep. It bounced over.
Oh. Overall, it's actually holding together pretty good. But we shall see. The wish bat versus
Now they
actual
gotta
baseballs.
they gotta use the
There you
actual
go.
baseball. Oh.
First swing.
Jesus.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Jack, I don't think you need to be in the outfield.
So, I don't understand why you would make a baseball bat and you wouldn't be able to hit baseballs with it. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, here we go. We'll take a couple more. Oh, yeah.
Dang, dude.
Oh, it hurts so bad. What the heck? Oh, that was the biggest hit we ever had.
Went to third base. Spot left.
Dang, dude.
Not a lot of sweet spot left.
Mallet, like.
Oh yeah! That one was juice. Almost made it out of the infield. I don't know about this, but we might have to do a wish bat versus Cat 9 comparison. Be pretty close. Here, I'm gonna get a run up. Oh yeah! One-handed. Oh, that was a dig.
Dude, there's nothing left of that bat.
Like playing with a soda can.
Oh my goodness! Did
Oh
you hear
my gosh.
that? Let me try and hit it right there, and even it out a little bit. Oh, dude, it almost made it to the grass.
Good rip. Yo.
Dude.
Oh, try and hit it like that, like.
It's like a broken pipe.
Oh!
Nice. Oh, we got some splits for it.
Did our science experiment work? Was it worth buying a $10 bat on Wish.com? Absolutely. Not. Like, okay, let's analyze.
Okay, I actually kind of want to watch this one.
They do virtual reality batting practice. You could stand up there, you could face any pitcher you want, any background you want. You could look at the guy you're facing that night, potentially the guys who are in the bullpen. I think that's
Oh my god, dude, I want to try that.
Oh, yeah. I got jammed hella there. Let's go, baby.
Dude,
What
I'm
up,
sorry. These are
Will
cool.
here with the Baseball Bat Bros. And today, our homie Trey
Baseball
Slayer
Bat
got us on
Bros.
Las Vegas Ballpark, the field for the AAA Las Vegas Aviators, the affiliate of the Oakland A's. Guys, check out this field real quick. Trey, show them this freaking outfit.
baby.
Dude, it's actually a
This
nice
is like-
field.
This is going to be a big league stadium one day. This is unreal. But awesome video topic today, very fitting. So we have 5 different wood bats today, all the way from $30 all the way up to $150.
Jesus.
So let's check it out. Let's see if there's a big difference. Let's get into it. All right, guys, here's a closer look at our bats for the day. We have 5 different price tiers of Louisville Slugger wood bats. Super sick comparison. These bats are very similar, except for the quality of wood is going to be quite different across these 5 different versions. Let's
Dude,
get into it.
$150 for a bat.
Louisville
That's
does this
insane.
thing where they have basically 3, 5, 7, 9. Their 3 series is going to be the least expensive. Their like 9 series, which is now going to be the MLB Prime, is what it's called. It's going to be
Nice.
their most expensive. So first,
That's a nice
we have
looking
an
bat, though.
Ash 3 Series 243. You can find this at your local like Dick's Sporting Goods store for literally $29.99.
I think I've had one
$30.
like that
This thing's
before.
Super cheap. Moving up, we got a 5 Series Ash 243. So just apparently a little bit higher cut of ash here, a little
Nice.
more expensive wood billet that they're molding this bat from, and this one's gonna run you about $50 online.
50
and in store.
bucks.
Then moving up, same bat, just a different wood. It's gonna jump up like $30. The 5
Jesus.
Series Maple 243. So they call it their 5 Series Maple the M9. The M9 was like really popular like back 10-15 years ago, but now they call their 5 Series kind of their mid-tier the M9. So just a slightly higher quality of wood in maple. It's going to be heavier, it's going to be denser, it's going to be harder, it's going to be a little bit more durable. If you hit with these ash bats a lot, these grains will just start flaking on you. Like, not necessarily like in the handle breaking, but just like the barrel, like
I think that's what
ash
happened to
barrels will
mine.
just straight up start to flake on you eventually.
Let
And
me get
maple's
my
gonna really hold up a lot longer,
back
at least,
support
like,
here,
you know, where
since
you're
my
making
chair is
contact with the
broken.
ball. All right, moving on into a little bit more expensive territory. We got the 7 Series Select Cut is what they call their 7 Series. So this is going to be, again, same build, the 243. This one's going to be $100.
$100
Definitely going to be kind of the higher tier of wood that they're picking out, but nothing compared to the MLB Prime. This is actually Cody Bellinger's bat. So this is the CB35 MLB Prime model. And it's basically just a variation of a 243. It's actually uncupped, which is something a lot of pro guys do to get even more end load on their bats. So this one's going to be $150. This is the cream of the crop, fanciest, most expensive maple wood billet.
It looks nice though. It does look nice.
Cut into Cody Bellinger's own turn model. So again, 150, 100, 80, 50, and 30. Let's do this. And a little look at our conditions here today. We are obviously in Las Vegas, Nevada at the brand new, beautiful Las Vegas ballpark.
That is actually a really
big
beautiful
shout out to
park.
the Las Vegas Aviators for hooking us up with a chance to hit here. It is 105 degrees in Las Vegas. We got the wind blowing slightly in from left. We're not at our home ballpark anymore. It is 415 to center, 380 to the gaps, and it's going to be 340 down the line. So a big ballpark, but we're in Las Vegas. The ball's going to fly a little bit. We got some good minor league baseballs to hit, so we'll see if we can't put a couple balls out of here on a AAA size field. Let's do this, boys. Alrighty, first we got the Louisville Slugger 3 Series $30 ash bat.
$30. All right, let's see how this goes.
Bats you can find out there. This
I'm
stamp
curious.
on the back isn't even centered, so there's the first. It's like an inch down of where it should be.
Oh.
Right, this thing's a toothpick, dude.
This thing's a toothpick.
That sounds good.
That's not very good. That hurt.
Dude, look at the ball. You can just see it disappear at one point.
That's not ideal, bro. We might break this thing. It just does not feel very good.
Oh, is this dude a switch hitter? Oh no, it's a different guy.
Pretty much with this, the 3 Series, you got to square it up perfectly. If you get anything down here, it's...
It hurts. It really does.
Yeah, dude, it's so flexible. It's like too flexible.
You hit it, it's almost like it's like a wet paper.
Yeah, just boring. So like, if you guys are wondering if this can do like the bare minimum, like if it can hit a baseball, like yeah, like if you're looking to just get by, like this will work. It's just not very good.
Dang. See, some of these I can't even see where they go.
Oh baby!
Of course, an ad.
People are not asking the right questions. They're not asking the right questions because they kind of think they.
Oh, he actually hit it over.
Can't hit a homer with it.
My initial thoughts on this bat, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
It's like $30.
It is only $30, but you're going to have to pay for doctors for your hand. I'm using a thumb protector too. And
So again, it can do the bare minimum. Like if you're just looking to get it, like you have like one tournament, like this can get the job done. Like it's not like this is gonna make you a worse hitter. Like this can get the job done again. I just think there's gonna be some better options. Let's check out the $50 bat. Alrighty, now we got the
$50
Louisville Slugger
bat.
5 Series Ash, $50.
Sounds slightly better.
Oh yeah, way better.
Way better,
Thinner
yeah.
handle, more like orthodox standard swing weight that you would expect out of a wood bat. Just better looking grains, straighter grains.
Dude, it's crazy. At one point, you look at the ball, it disappears for like a whole like few frames.
Like you can just hear that. The
That's
sound is
crazy.
So much different.
But disappears and you can see it again.
all in all, swing weight's way better too.
I like this.
That's crazy.
I actually like this bat. I like this bat a lot. Oh yeah! Woo!
Dang, he hit it over.
Oh, barely. I almost had to do 20 push-ups there, boys. All right, moving on to Maple. All right, we got the M9 now, the Louisville Slugger 5 Series Maple. So it's gonna run you $80, so $30
$80,
more
man, that's insane.
than that
For a
Ashford.
bat.
The same quality of wood, just a different material. Again, Maple's gonna be more dense, a bit more durable. This is what most big leaguers and pro ballers are swinging these days.
Dude, nice.
I definitely go Maple over Ash for sure. It just, you can just tell it's a harder wood.
Dude, I want to do videos like this. This would be fun.
Yeah, this is solid, man.
That is pretty good.
This is my favorite so far.
Dang.
415 one hop, baby. Let's go.
It's not a bad bat. It definitely has a lot more to it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So far, this is boring. So far, the more expensive bats are better. But let's move in to the $100 bat. All right, moving into the
$100 for
shiny
a
bats.
bat is
we got the Louisville
insane.
Slugger 7 Series Maple. So this one's going to run you $100. Getting into kind of more expensive territory here. This should ideally be a little bit better wood. This one's heavier, dude. I really like that 5 Series. Let's see. This thing's a log.
Dang, man. He almost hit the net. Oh, that one's gone.
That might go, boys. Oh, that went far as hell. Let's go. So this one is just denser wood. It seems like it's like, it feels honestly like a full ounce heavier, much harder to swing, but it just hits the hell out of the ball if you square it up.
Dude, I don't know why this is just satisfying to watch.
$50 one.
Really? Interesting. All right, prime time. We got the
$150
Cody
one.
Bellinger.
Dude, this
Louisville
is actually
Slugger
what I was
Maple
hoping to.
CB35 model. $150.
$150,
This is gonna run you a pretty
dude.
penny. This is getting up there like as expensive as some metal bats. But this is supposed to be, you know, big league quality wood. So let's see if there's a difference here. This is going to be, you know, same specs, but it's going to be uncupped. You see a lot of pro guys doing that. Gives you a little more end load, a little more pop.
See if I can do it.
Dang, he actually hit it over.
Man.
Copying Bellinger stance, first swing.
Dude.
So Bespoke Post, they
What if
just
they hit
send
the
you
screen?
a cool box every month.
This is kind of awesome.
Dude. That was not a very good swing. I feel like that was a sloppy swing. I don't want to tell you guys that more expensive is necessarily better, but it looks to be that way. It kind of looks to be that way. As much as I want to tell you, Louisville Slugger's a big scam, I think they're probably pricing their bats pretty correctly. If I can do it again.
Linya.
Kiss rod. Light swing, surprisingly. I think feels good. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
Damn, this one just combines it all. It's lighter swinging. The sweet spot is just insane. I feel like I have not got
My
run
camera
up
just
at
turned
all.
off.
Sweet spot's freaking huge, and it's got juice.
Oh,
and it just
no.
sounds better,
Yeah, it
feels
did.
better, smells
Oof.
better.
It's good wood. It's good wood.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's about where I'm gonna end it. I guess. I know this wasn't a very interesting or probably fun stream, but I wanted to do something. I haven't really had time to film anything and or stream, and that is my fault. But I will hopefully be uploading some more stuff later. But yeah. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.